Obviously frustrated because we're in complete control of the game. Obviously I've won a penalty, I need to have a look at it. But we've created enough chances to win 2 games tonight, in my opinion. You know, we've hit the post. France made a great save in the first half, the one where Julie couldn't quite get on the end of it. Second half we caused them a lot of problems, and we've been punished again because we haven't taken the chances when they've arisen to kill the game off, and the same happened last week. And it's so frustrating just from my end because, you know, I generally think we should have got 3 points last week, we should have got 3 points tonight without a shadow of a doubt. But you've got to credit Portland, they kept going. You know, we resulted one of the best passing teams in the league to, even in the first half, just launching it and looking to get off the second balls with obviously Sinclair's height and Horan's height. And obviously it was effective for them. But obviously we're frustrated that we've not got all 3, but we're pleased that we're pleased with the direction that we're going in anyway.
I was going to say, do you take positives? Because you mentioned you created so many chances. Do you take, obviously it's quite hard to do that right after the game, but when you look back at it, you know, later in the week or something?
Of course we take positives. You know, we've dominated one of the best teams in not just America but the world for a large period of this game tonight. Like I say, you know, Mark in the first half, all you can hear him say is turn them, and that's what we resulted them, you know, to this Portland team to do. But from my perspective, we've got to be more resolute. We've got to see these games out now, and we've got to make sure we're turning these 1 points into 3. But as soon as we're 6 games in with such a new group, we could take so many positives. We're in the mix for the top 4 early stages of the season, and if you would have said that to me before the season started, I'd have snatched your hand off.
Interesting. I feel like that's really been a name that, I mean, just since I see Player of the Week voting, I think I've seen it once on a Player of the Week voting, but I think she's been really a consistent presence in the midfield. And tonight, I kept looking at every touch she had, and it was a smart one. So, what's she bringing to the first part of the season for you?
And just bringing everything to the table for us. One is the stability in front of the back 4. She's very good at reading the game and cutting passes out. She's technically very gifted. She can get herself out of tight spaces by using her body, and she's a good passer of the ball. You know, unfortunately for Ange last year, I don't think she had many legs in front of her to support her, and also think that she obviously was playing with an Achilles problem most of the season as well. So Ange went away in the off-season, she got healthy, she looked after herself, and she's come back and she's been outstanding.
The name of Tasha Dow, it seems like when you knew that, but coming here, she didn't quite the hype that other people have, and she seems to score a goal every game.
Yeah, I think her record's a goal every other game for us right now, so that's good. You know, Tasha's always scored goals. She scored them at Charlton when I was assistant coach. She scored them for, I think it was 45 and 64 at Liverpool. It was her record. So, you know, England's a tough league. You're playing against some very, very good players, especially defensively, tactically, and she gets herself in good positions. But you know, what people maybe don't realise is the work rate that she puts in for the team, the pressing, the running in behind. You know, look at her assist tonight as well. You know, it was great playing in the area and great crossing for Rosie.
Just in terms of the competition between her and Megan Klingenberg, if you could talk about that sort of one-on-one contest, especially along the wings. Like, it seemed like that was exploited a number of times tonight.
Well, they stay high, and we knew that there's space in behind, and you know, we was planning on drawing them in and then looking to utilise that. The wind in the first half affected some of the balls going over the top where it ran out of play, but I think it was effective in the second half, and you know, we definitely had opportunities even at 2-1 to, you know, to kill the game off even then, but unfortunately it didn't go our way, and we got punished for obviously the penalty, and then obviously a good pass in, and the Dean put it in.
You guys already asked about DaCosta subbing?
No.
Mm-hmm.
So, Coach, what was your thinking behind subbing in DaCosta for the player you did, you know, for pulling Leon instead of maybe Rosie White or another player?
So we wanted to have the discipline in the wide areas because they was going long. You know, every goal kick, every set play was going long. and that's not really Drew's strength, getting in, winning headers and winning tackles. So we went to 2 sitters to deal with Haran and Sinclair sort of pulling off the shoulders so we can match up there. And Da Costa in the 10, especially working with Tats, is very good. She had a good relationship with her for 2 years when we was at Liverpool together. And Tats Dak also has a calming influence on the game with the way that she can get hold of the ball and pass it. And so that was the reason behind that one.
You guys also asked about Midge at all? Midge Purse at all?
Nope.
So
Yeah, I know what you said.
it's like a monster movie. It's like, oh, she's right behind me. A couple times during the game, we could hear you, telling Midge to get up, to break with the rest of the team. Do you think that's something that she needs to work on, and that'll eventually come as she gets more familiar with the players around her?
Of course it will. It's going to take time. She's just come out of college, and obviously we had certain patterns that we had for tonight, and mixing the play up where we asked her at times to drop in to allow the fullback to go, which I felt she'd done quite well and really done well on that side. We got in behind them with that movement. But I thought Midge's performance was good tonight, and it's going to take her time to fully understand, the different roles and responsibilities and seeing the different pitches on the pitch. Sometimes it's because we work on a pattern. It doesn't mean that you have to do that every time. But especially when we break a line, we need our front players to stretch. Once we break the press and we break the forwards and the midfield players, that's when we need to stretch their back lines to create space for a player running into it. But if they stay, then we can put her in behind in the space because she's that quick.